436.5 billion Indian rupees is the size of food supplement market in India. According to Indian Times, 60 to 70% of fitness supplements in Indian market are fake. On top of it, false claims. Every product seems to be protecting heart, brain, vitality and is antioxidant.
Chia versus flax. It's like a Bernese mountain dog versus a Saint Bernard pulling a carriage full of rhubarbs. Who's going to get to the eggplant factory first?
A revealing undercover investigation into the business of dietary supplements. Americans spend $23 billion a year on them, but when government investigators posed as elderly consumers, a lot of them heard flat-out lies and false claims about what they do. Lisa Stark on what lawmakers learned today.
New report finds flaws in the multi-billion-dollar diet drug industry. The review finds dozens of weight loss and dietary supplements are labeled illegally. It also says most products do not have enough evidence to back up their health claims. About 1/5 of the supplements even had illegal claims to cure or treat a disease.
In this series, we will be clinically and scientifically investigating each and every health supplement under the lens of clinical trials. The main focus of today's talk will be chia seeds, which are claimed to induce weight loss, balance cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes and many more. I am Amit Deshpande and you are with Medical Mysteries. In a few moments from now, I will present you a critical evaluation on which claims exist true and which ones have no scientific background for chia seeds. So stay tuned and watch till the end. A staple food in ancient Aztec and Mayan diets. These seeds have been touted for their health benefits for centuries. Historically, Aztec and Mayan civilizations used these seeds in their diets as well as for medicinal purpose, religious rituals and cosmetics. They are believed to be native of Central America. Chia seeds are claimed to induce weight loss. So first let's have a look if this claim is scientifically backed or not. The weight loss theory of chia seeds is based on its fiber content. 28 grams of chia seeds has close to 10 grams of dietary fiber. That means that they are whopping 35% fiber by weight. A 2017 report from Turkey titled "Chia seed added to yogurt reduces short-term food intake and increases satiety." Randomized control trial. In this study, 24 human subjects were tested using randomized crossover design consisting of 3 mid-morning snacks: yogurt with no chia seed, yogurt with 7 grams of chia seed and yogurt with 14 grams of chia seeds were given to these subjects and on different test days. Parameters like hunger, prospective food consumption and desire for sugary foods was observed. This study demonstrated that chia seed consumption as a mid-morning snack may induce short-term satiety in healthy individuals. That means you will feel a kind of fullness in your stomach. That is, feeling of fullness or satiety is coming from the chia fibers, and this makes you consume less food. Eating less food can be correlated to weight loss, but in 2009 there was one more trial done in USA which makes the chia weight loss theory controversial. This trial, titled "Chia seed does not promote weight loss or alter disease risk factor in overweight adults." The researchers hypothesized that high dietary fiber and alpha-linoleic acid contents of chia seed would induce a small but significant decrease in body weight and fat and improve disease risk factors. Obese, overweight adults were given 25 grams of chia seeds twice a day for 12 weeks. This trial failed badly in terms of weight loss, and the researchers reported that there was no change observed in body composition, inflammation, oxidative stress, blood pressure and lipoproteins between people who consumed chia seeds and who did not consume chia seeds. Now taking a U-turn from the failure of fat loss story. In 2017, St. Michael Hospital in Toronto comes up with a trial claiming that chia seeds can induce weight loss in obese patients with type 2 diabetes. This clinical trial was titled "Salba Chia in the treatment of overweight and obese patients with type 2 diabetes," a double-blind randomized controlled clinical trial. In this study, diabetic and obese patients were given 30 grams of chia seeds per day for 6 months. This trial concludes that chia seeds promote weight loss and improvement of obesity-related risk factors while maintaining a good glycemic control. So the conclusion for the weight loss is that chia seeds may not induce a weight loss in overweight people, but yes, it can induce weight loss in obese people with type 2 diabetes. Now coming to the heart and blood pressure claim. Given that chia seeds are high in fiber and omega-3, consuming them may reduce the risk of heart disease. Soluble fiber, the kind of primary found in chia seeds, can help lower cholesterol and LDL, that is the bad cholesterol in your blood. In turn, it can reduce your risk of heart disease. That's proven and holds true. Consuming alpha-linoleic acid, omega-3 fatty acids in chia seeds also been linked with decreased risk of heart diseases. That also holds true. In 2014, a clinical trial was done in Federal University of Paraiba, Brazil, titled Chia Float Supplementation Reduces Blood Pressure in Hypertensive Subjects. In this study, 35 grams of chia seeds were given to human subjects for 12 weeks. This clinical trial concludes that chia flour has the ability to reduce ambulatory and clinical blood pressure in both treated and untreated hypertensive individuals. So the claim that chia seeds could reduce hypertension and support heart health is true. In 2021, one more clinical trial was launched in Kuwait. This trial was studying the benefits of chia seeds on blood pressure of diabetic people. The study, titled Chia Seed Supplementation to the Diet of Adults with Type 2 Diabetes, Improved Systolic Blood Pressure, a randomized controlled trial. 42 people participated in this study who were given 40 grams of chia seeds for 12 weeks, and their blood sugar, blood pressure, cardiovascular risk parameters including lipid profile, inflammatory marker and body weight was monitored. And this trial also very well confirms that 40 grams per day chia seeds brings down the systolic blood pressure in patients with type 2 diabetes. So these are the two studies which prove that chia seeds are helpful in controlling blood pressure. Now coming to chia seeds and blood sugar or diabetes. Consuming chia seeds may help with blood sugar regulation, possibly due to their fiber content and other beneficial compounds. People with diabetes experience high blood sugar levels. Consistently high fasting blood sugar levels are associated with an increased risk of several complications including heart disease. In a 2010 trial done at St. Michael Hospital, Toronto, titled Reduction of Postprandial Glucose Excursion and Prolongation of Satiety, Possible Explanation of the Long-Term Effects of Whole Grain, SALBA. SALBA, that's the another name for chia seeds. In this human trial, 11 subjects were given 24 grams of chia seeds baked into white bread. This report clearly concludes that in subjects given chia seeds for 12 weeks show a decrease in postprandial glycemia in diabetic patients. That means lowering of blood sugar. Further reports mention that this decrease in blood sugar levels provide a potential explanation for improvements in blood pressure, coagulation and inflammatory markers in diabetic patients. One more study again from St. Michael Hospital, Toronto. Effect of whole and ground alba seeds on postprandial glycemia in healthy volunteers. A randomized controlled dose response trial. So the previous study was on diabetic patients. Now this study is on normal healthy human subjects. This report concludes that both ground and whole chia seeds are equally effective in attenuating blood glucose levels in a dose-dependent manner when incorporated into bread. Flexibility in the use of either the ground or whole seed may increase the ease of incorporation and acceptability as a dietary supplement. In a nutshell, chia seeds can be incorporated in bread and is beneficial in reducing blood sugar levels and blood pressure in healthy as well as diabetic patients. Now talking about the claims for bone health. Chia seeds are high in several nutrients that are important for bone health, including calcium, phosphorus and magnesium. Many observational studies suggest that getting enough of these nutrients is important for maintaining good bone mineral density, an indicator of bone strength. In addition, alpha-linoleic acid in chia seeds may play a role in bone health. Observational studies have found that consuming this nutrient could also be associated with increased bone mineral density. Therefore, it's possible that regularly eating chia seeds could help keep your bones strong. One 2018 animal study from Argentina titled Long-Term Dietary Intake of Chia Seeds is associated with increased bone mineral content and improved hepatic and intestinal morphology in SD rats. Found that rats who received chia seeds daily for about 13 months had increased bone mineral content compared with a control group. The authors conclude that alpha-linoleic acid may have contributed to this benefit. However, besides animal studies, a limited number of studies have explored this topic on humans. Ultimately, more human research is needed to conclude that chia seeds are beneficial for bone health. So clearly, no human trials are available for chia seeds and bone health. Now chia seeds and the antioxidant story. No doubt that chia seeds are also an excellent source of antioxidants. Free radical damage contributes to aging and diseases like cancer is very well known. The specific antioxidants in chia seeds includes chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, myristin, quercetin, and kaempferol. These all may have protective effects on your heart and liver as well as anti-cancer properties. For example, chlorogenic acid may help lower blood pressure while caffeic acid has anti-inflammatory effects. But there is no direct human clinical trial addressing chia seed to these benefits. So in a nutshell, chia seeds do not show any weight loss in normal obese people, but it's clinically proven to show weight loss in obese diabetic patients. Chia seeds are clinically proven to reduce blood pressure and improve heart health. Chia seeds are clinically proven to control blood sugar levels. Chia seeds increase bone mineral content, but it is not yet proved in humans and the research is in progress. So that brings us to the end of today's talk. Coming up is a delicious chia seed recipe, so don't miss that part. For more health information strongly backed with scientific proofs, please subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
If you're looking for a super easy way to meal prep simple, healthy snacks that you can just grab and go anytime, then you need to try chia pudding. You've probably seen it online or in grocery stores or cafes. It's become a very popular snack, but it's also great for breakfast or even dessert. There's no cooking required, and anyone can do this in minutes with just a few simple ingredients. And because they stay fresh for about 5 days in the fridge, they're perfect to make ahead of time for meal prep. Now, what exactly is chia pudding and why is it so popular? It's a creamy, thick, and nutrient-packed pudding that kind of resembles tapioca. At its core, it's just a simple combination of 2 ingredients, chia seeds and milk. When you let chia seeds soak in liquid, in very little time, they swell up and expand in size, and turn into a thick, gelatinous, jelly-like texture. It's the easiest pudding you'll ever make. When it comes to nutrition, chia seeds are one of my favorite superfoods. They're packed with fiber, protein, antioxidants, vitamins, and omega-3 fatty acids, making them great for your brain, your heart, your bones, and even reducing inflammation. And they're also great for supporting weight management because they keep you feeling full. While chia pudding can be as simple as mixing chia seeds and milk, you can also find fun, creative ways to create some really tasty flavors, just by adding a few extra ingredients. Today, I'll show you 6 of my favorite flavor combinations that are so delicious and really simple to make. When it comes to containers, I like using these small 8-ounce wide-mouth mason jars. They're a perfect size for one individual serving, and these wide-mouth openings make it very easy to mix in and easy to clean. If you're interested, I've included links to these in the video description below. To start off, I'm going to show you the simple base recipe that I use for all of my chia puddings. First, let's add half a cup of milk into our mason jar. In this case, I'm using almond milk, but you can use whatever you like. Then add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and 1.5 teaspoons of maple syrup as our sweetener. You can also use other sweeteners like stevia or honey if you'd like. Give it a good mix and let it sit for about 5 minutes before mixing again. This step is very important because within just a few minutes, the chia seeds will start to expand, gelatinize, and clump up into clusters. So if we refrigerate that right away, it'll make for a very uneven and inconsistent pudding texture. So let's wait for a few minutes and give it another stir to break up those clumps before putting it into the fridge. This step is super important to getting a smooth, creamy consistency. Let's refrigerate this for at least 2 hours. This will give the chia seeds time to expand and absorb the liquid. If I'm meal prepping a big batch of these for the week, I usually make 4 servings. For this, we're going to need 2 cups of milk, half a cup of chia seeds, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Give it a good stir with a whisk, and again, let it sit for 5 minutes while the chia seeds start to expand, and then stir it again to get rid of any clumps. Cover the bowl and put it in the fridge. When we take it out, we can see that the chia seeds have now turned into this thick, creamy pudding that looks a lot like tapioca. If you find it too thick, you can add more milk and adjust to your taste. This base chia pudding can now be eaten on its own. Whenever you're hungry, you can just grab a bowl, portion out however much you like, and add whatever toppings you're in the mood for, whether it's granola, berries, nuts, or seeds. You can eat it cold or warm it up in the microwave, depending on how you like it. And you can easily store this away in an airtight jar or a container for up to 5 days in the fridge. Or you can even freeze it for a few weeks. It's a great time saver that gives you a lot of flexibility. Sometimes what I also like to do is add some frozen fruits before refrigerating, so that the chia seeds and fruits can soften together in the fridge and be ready to eat at the same time. Now that we've got the base recipe down, let's take this to another level with these 6 delicious flavor combinations. Our first flavor is perfect for the spring and summer months. This is our mango coconut chia pudding. Into our mason jar, we're going to build our base recipe of milk, chia seeds, and maple syrup. And on top of that, let's add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For this recipe, I'm using canned light coconut milk. I prefer this over full fat coconut milk, which I find too thick for this recipe. Give it a stir, let it sit for 5 minutes, then stir it again to get rid of any clumps. Pop on a lid and put it in the fridge. When it's ready, we're going to take a ripe mango and slice it into chunks. A quick and easy way to do this is by cutting off one side, carving horizontal and vertical lines into the mango to create little squares like this, and then using a spoon to scoop out the blocks of mango. Then do the same for the other side. We're then going to grab our blender and blend these mango chunks into a puree. If it's too thick, you can add some water to help it blend a bit easier. I've also left a few chunks of mango to use as toppings at the end. Once that's done, we're going to take an empty mason jar and layer half of our chia pudding mixture into the jar, and then spread half of our mango puree on top, and then the remaining half of the chia pudding. And of course, the last bit of mango puree on top, so that we create a few different layers. Then we can top it off with our mango chunks, as well as a sprinkle of coconut flakes. And that's our mango coconut chia pudding. If you love mangoes as much as I do, you're going to love this. Our next flavor is a citrus blast that's again perfect for spring and summer. This is our orange creamsicle chia pudding. In our mason jar, let's mix a 1/4 cup of light coconut milk, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1½ teaspoons of maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then, using a citrus juicer, let's squeeze the juice out of 3 mandarin oranges. Mandarin oranges are sweeter and smaller than a regular orange, but if you're using a regular orange, just squeeze roughly 3 tablespoons of juice. Let's add the juice to our jar, give it a mix, let it sit and settle for 5 minutes, mix it again to remove any clumps, and then snap on a lid and put it in the fridge. Once it's ready, we're going to top it off with a big spoonful of Greek yogurt, some peeled mandarin slices, and using a fine grater, I'm just going to grate some orange zest for a touch of extra citrus flavor, as well as a sprinkle of coconut flakes. And that's our orange creamsicle chia pudding. It's super summery and refreshing, just like the popsicle. Continuing on with our spring and summer theme, this very berry chia pudding is super refreshing and insanely easy. Into a blender, we're going to add our milk, maple syrup, and ½ cup of frozen berries. Let's give it a good blend, then pour it into a jar and mix in our chia seeds. Give it a stir, wait 5 minutes, give it another stir to remove any clumps, and then pop on a lid and refrigerate. When it's ready, let's top it off with some fresh or thawed berries. Sprinkle on some granola and hemp seeds, and our deliciously refreshing very berry is ready to eat. This next one is what I call apple pie. Give it a try and you'll see just how much it tastes like one. For this one, let's combine our base recipe of milk, chia seeds, and maple syrup. Then, let's add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Give it a stir, let it sit for 5 minutes, give it another mix, and then put it in the fridge. When it's ready, let's take a large red apple and chop it up into small cubes. Then in a saucepan over medium heat, let's add 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, our apple chunks, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Give it a stir and cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until the apples are softened and browned. Once that's done, we're then going to add our apple chunks right on top of the chia pudding, along with a pinch of cinnamon and a cinnamon stick if you have one. I love eating apple pie, so even though this is great for the fall season, I find myself eating it all year round. Our next recipe is another favorite for the fall. It's our pumpkin spice chia pudding. For this one, let's combine our milk, chia seeds, and maple syrup, along with 2 tablespoons of pure pumpkin puree, which you can typically find canned at any grocery store. And let's add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it all together, let it sit for 5 minutes, stir it again, and then refrigerate with the lid on. Once it's ready, I'm going to top it off with a spoonful of Greek yogurt, a few sprinkles of cinnamon, some crushed almonds, and a cinnamon stick. And that's it. Super simple and perfect for the fall, or any time of the year when you're craving some pumpkin spice. Our last flavor is this chocolate banana chia pudding, which is so decadent and perfect for dessert. Let's combine our milk, chia seeds, and maple syrup, along with 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of crushed chocolate or chocolate chips. Mix it all together, let it sit for 5 minutes, then mix again. Snap on a lid and put it in the fridge. When it's ready, we're going to top it off with some banana slices, some crushed chocolate, and some crushed almonds. And just like that, you've got a smooth, chocolatey dessert ready for after lunch or dinner. I hope this video gave you some ideas and inspiration on just how simple, quick, and easy it is to make chia pudding. It's great for meal prepping a batch of healthy snacks, breakfasts, or desserts that I can just grab and go throughout the week. If you give any of these a try, or have any of your own favorite flavors that you've made yourself, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, thanks for watching. If you'd like to watch more, click here for another video. And if you enjoy my content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.